Good morning students and welcome to the class today. Today we will start with chapter 10, which is cyber safety. Okay, so let's start. Computer and internet have become inseparable parts of our lives in multiple spheres these days. The booming technologies of the modern age have made our lives much easier and more connected across the globe via interconnected networks. Nowadays, we are connected to the internet by many means, that is, through computer, smartphones or tablet. These gadgets are used for storing personal information, online banking, online shopping, booking tickets, playing games, and connecting with friends over social media. Although networks of today have simplified the communication process and have provided great opportunities in almost all spheres, these are various types of challenges and threats associated with the use of these networks of today. These threats are known as cybercrime. Now let's understand about cybercrime. A cybercrime is any illegal activity done through internet, that is, identity theft, where somebody can steal your email ID or password and use it to send fake emails to people containing false information about the product of winning a lottery, etc. Then there are credit card account theft, internet frauds like ordering goods in your name, extracting mobile phones, contact, etc. Forgery, that is imitating documents, currency and objects of other people with bad intention, harassing others and mischief. By sending threatening messages, all of which comes under the jurisdiction of Indian Penal Code IPC, cybercrimes can be divided into three main categories: crime against an individual person, crime against property, crime against an organization or society. Now let's talk about crimes against an individual person. The offences that cause or attempt to cause harm or threat an individual comes in this category. These crimes can be committed in the form of email spoofing. Spoofing means misleading. In it, a receiver of a message is fooled into believing that the message received by him is from a trusted source, which actually is not so. The message is bogus. When a user clicks on the link that is falsely provided by the sender, the malware or virus enters into the system of the user. Cyber stalking. In it, an attacker harasses a victim through email, social media, chat rooms, blogs, instant messaging, etc. A stalker can be an online stranger or a person known to the targeted person. In cyber stalking, the person can harass and humiliate the victim by posting false information about him. Monitor or view victims' online activities. Damage the victim's computer by sending viruses. Cyberbullying. It is an act of harming or harassing through information technology in a deliberate manner. This includes insulting remarks and threatening messages sent by email, spreading rumors about the person either by emails or social networking sites, posting embarrassing photos and videos to hurt the person. Now moving towards cybercrimes against property. In real life, we hear of stealing or robbing of one's property. In cyber world also, criminals look for an opportunity to steal or rob through internet. They can steal a person's bank details and withdraw money from his account. Misuse credit cards of a person, spoil the system of an organization through malicious software to gain access to it. Identity theft. It refers to the act of stealing and misuse of someone's personal information. It is a major issue for people who use internet for online shopping, cash transactions and banking services. The stolen information generally includes a person's name, date of birth, account number, credit card, debit card number, ATM pin, etc. This information is then misused to obtain genuine document, new credit card to make, purchase, withdraw money, get passports and driving license in the victim's name. Hackers steal the information either through hacking the network that a person is connected to or placing a software unknowingly on a person's computer. Phishing. It is an act of sending an email to a user, misleading him to believe that it is from a trusted person or organization. The user is asked to visit a website in which he is asked to update or validate his personal details such as username, password, credit card details, etc. In this way, the operator of the fake website commit crime in your name after stealing your identity. Farming. In this type of attack, a piece of malicious code is installed on a computer or a server which misdirects the user to fraudulent websites without their knowledge in order to obtain personal information such as password, account number, etc. Now moving towards cyber crimes against organization or society. It is a planned and politically motivated attack to cause large-scale disorder in computer network. This category can cause panic amongst the civilians. In this category, criminals hack government websites, military websites, or circulated propaganda. Transmitting virus. A computer virus is a program or a set of programs that disrupts the normal functioning of the computer. A virus infects or destroys data. Like biological virus, it enters into the host computer without the permission or knowledge of the host. The essential resource of a computer like memory, process speed, data and programs are hampered when a virus spreads into the system. Virus programs and self-replicating programs which continuously expand their reach by infecting more and more computer files, resulting in loss of speed and destruction of data. Creating a computer viruses and spreading it is a cybercrime. Almost all viruses are attached to an executable file, which means that if a virus exists on a computer, it will not infect the computer unless you run or open the malicious program. Types of virus. There are different types of viruses, but broadly they can be classified in the following categories. Boot sector virus. This type of virus damages the boot sector of a hard disk or floppy drive. A disk or hard drive comprises of smaller sections known as sector. The first sector is called boot sector. It holds the master boot record, which is responsible for reading and loading the operating system. Boot sector viruses becomes active at the time of booting the machine and destroys the data in hard disk. Examples are disk killer, stone virus, etc. Program file virus. These virus infects the executable files or programs such as those with extensions like .com, .exe, .ovl, .drv, .sys, etc. These programs get loaded in the memory during execution. The virus becomes active in the memory by replicating itself and infecting files and other programs on the disk with the intention of causing permanent damage, of making them unreadable. Examples of these type include Sunday, Cascade, etc. Multipartite virus. A multipartite virus is a hybrid of a boot sector and program file virus that spreads in multiple ways. The virus gets entry into the computer system through some infected media and then resides inside the computer memory. After that, this virus moves into the hard drive, infect the boot sector and starts spreading in the system by infecting the executable files. Examples are Invader, Flip, etc. Polymorphic virus. As the name suggests, this type of virus exhibits itself in different forms every time it infects a file and changes its binary pattern to avoid detection by an antivirus program. Examples are network virus. Network viruses rapidly spreads through a local network area and sometimes throughout the internet. Generally, network virus multiply through shared resources, that is, shared drives and folders. When the virus infects a computer, it searches through the network to attack its new property. When the virus finishes infecting that computer, it moves on to the next and the cycle repeats itself. The most dangerous network viruses are NIMDA and SQL Scammer. Macrovirus. A macrovirus is associated with application software like Word, Excel, PowerPoint. When opening the infected document, macrovirus gets loaded into the main memory and destroys the data stored in the hard disk. These viruses cause a sequence of actions that gets performed automatically when the application is started. Once a macrovirus gets active onto your computer, every document you produce will become infected. Examples are cyber vandalism. It is the creation of malicious program to perform harmful tasks. Example, to physically harm a computer or any of its part. Putting a malware on a computer that erases the hard drive data or steals sensitive information. It also involves editing the online content in a malicious manner so as to defame a website or disrupt businesses. Hacking. Hacking refers to an illegal entry into a computer system or a network. Hackers write or use ready-made computer programs to attack the targeted computer. Some hackers do it just for enjoyment, while others hack for personal monetary gains by stealing credit card information and transferring money from various bank accounts to their own, or stealing sensitive information and extorting money from some corporate giants. Cyber squatting. It refers to the act of using the goodwill of a trademark belonging to someone else and to get benefit out of it. Forgery. It is an act of imitating or making a false copy of a document. Example, birth certificate, driving license, currency notes, checkbooks, passports, postage, revenue stamps and mark sheets, etc. with an intent to check an individual or an organization. Special software, scanners, and other devices are used to recreate these documents and proceed with the intended scam. Cyber extortion. It is a crime in which the victim is attacked first and then demanded to pay money to stop further attacks. Cyber extortion may be done by blocking the system resources of the victim by some ransomware or DOS attack. Hacked email are used to commit this crime. This fake email forces the user to click on some links that may install the malware. Cyber terrorism. It is used to conduct terrorism through the use of computer and the internet in order to cause fear and panic. It causes large-scale disruption of computer, telecommunication network or information system so as to compel a government or its people to fulfill some social, religious or political objectives. Attack on military installations, power plants, air traffic controls, banks, etc. are some examples of cyber terrorism. With this, we have finished with the chapter. Thank you.